What the heck is up, comic book junkies? I'm here in the rig in Texas, Pecos, Texas, making a delivery. I just got off work. Don't have enough time left to my last delivery. It's an hour and 40 minutes from here in Midland, and I only got an hour and 20 minutes. But I'm making this short video because I don't have time to make any Saturday morning or Sunday morning videos this week, and I thought I'd let you know, give you a heads up on that, and just show some cool books. I'm fixing to strip down, wipe down, relax, and start reading some comics. But I wanted to just show you what I brought with me. So here's one of my to-go boxes. I filled it up with some cool books, and I just read this 2 nights ago when I first got into where did I get? I was in Oklahoma making my first delivery. I got this at a flea market for 20 bucks. And I was aware of it, had it on my, I think in my eBay watch list for a while, and never pulled the trigger. I have a hard time buying silver, bronze, or anything on eBay that's not Golden Age. But I like to buy them everywhere else. It's the fun of the hunt because they're a little more prevalent. But this is from 1958. But first team up of Superman and Robin. Man, who's the artist? I forget. But it's got a nice classic Golden Age look to the characters. And most of these stories in this issue are interdimensional, time travel. But I felt like this was a privilege to read this, and for what I just stated for this one, because it has that Golden Age look to it. But then the next story kind of made me really feel like I was privileged to read this and to own it. Because here we have a Jack Kirby on Green Arrow. And I had a really fun time just looking at every panel. It's a cheesy story. They get sucked into some dimension because a comet passes over Earth or something like that, and it's really weird. But not only that, I thought, wow, this is good. I mean, Kirby on Green Arrow, Golden Age kind of looking Robin and Superboy. But then the next story was Aquaman by Ramona, and I forget her last name. One of the only maybe Golden Age, Silver Age female artists at the time. She was drawing Aquaman before Maurice Evering even got into comics. And she's a really good artist. And he goes down deep into some hole in the ocean, said he's supposed to explore it for some science people. And he ends up in some world where there's a lot of these dinosaur kind of Godzilla creatures. And it's cheesy, but the art is really good. So I'm telling you, I felt privileged to read that. And it smells great. So, if you don't know, as a truck driver, you gotta be off for 10 hours before you can reset your time. And I got one stop left before I can go back to Alabama and then back to Florida. But here I brought this killer book. We got, obviously, a flamethrower cover. I won this on eBay for 10 bucks. And I had never seen this before. And I'm always looking for Golden Age flame-throwing covers. I have several in my collection. I think like 4. And then another one, I think I showed this in one of the Saturday morning hauls. I didn't realize this was the first time that Unknown Soldier reveals his face. Great Nazi cover. Great Joe Kubert cover. And this is one of those that's always in the DC House ads. I love having those books in my collection. From 1974. This one is from 1953 ACG. And then we got Supernatural Thrillers. I picked this up for 2 bucks. Gil Kane cover, Living Mummy. And then I think I showed this already. Dead of Night. So I don't want to spend too much time. This is one I just picked up. I think I spent 15 bucks on that. Oh no, $5. they had a bunch of these, and they were all priced like 20 to 30 bucks, and this one only had $5 on it. I don't know why. It's complete, and it's in the same condition as all the others. From 1957, and a Jerry Granati cover. I don't know how you say his last name. This one I got off my comic shop for $5. First Neil Adams on the Batman title. He was on Detective already for a little bit, but this has tiny bit of mold on it. See that little spot right there? So there's a few pages that have that tiny little spot. So it was $5 on my comic shop. I plan to pull it apart and soak every wrap, but I haven't, and I'm not worried about it. And then this was from my friend Steve Codwell. I love Disney Comics. Just a great cover. Bernie Wrightson. I can't decide between number 1 and number 9, which is my favorite. That's from 1974. And here we have a Charlton from Roger. So a bunch of AOK stuff in here. He gave me a bunch of these Charlton romance, which I love to read. They're so cheesy. Oh yeah, I was reading this letter page, and I swear I could tell that the editors faked the letters. They cannot be real. They wrote in supposedly and asked, where did Aquaman get his name? What does his name mean? So they had to explain the word aqua. And I thought, total fake letter. Nice dollar comic here. Pick that up for $1. And then we got some more romance. This is a DC. And there's a Batman cover. I swear they took this pose from a Batman cover where a plane is coming down, shooting at him. It's exactly the same pose, the same angle and everything. Picture and a little cover. And then we have some Strange Adventures. And then another Swamp Thing. This is from Nestor Redondo cover. He's a great artist. So you can see I got a good stack of box of stuff. Another one from Roger. He soaked it. He soaked them all. Did a great job on them. Another one from Roger. I love reading those. That's why I brought a bunch. And then another one that Roger traded me. And then last but not least, Mysterious Traveler. I think this is the last issue. Newsstand. From 1985. And, of course, Steve Ditko on scripts and art. Number 15. And I found that for $2. It's a pretty nice copy. That's it. So, sorry guys, I didn't have time. Work has been slamming me. Wife's on my back to work, since we are going to be closing on that house and own it here in 2 weeks. So the Nighttiger's just been working. You can tell I look tired. I've been up since midnight driving. Did 2 stops, one in New Mexico and one over here in Texas. I got one more and I can head home for the weekend. And I just got a text. They got 2 deliveries for me next week on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm exhausted. I'm going to read some comics and then go to bed. I got some chicken in here that I made, some barbecue sauce. So it's all good. Nighttiger out.